the heart of the 20th century, amidst the rhythmic beats of the Beatles and the flowing spirit of change, a different kind of rebellion was unfolding on the streets. A rebellion that roared not with the voices of protest, but through the thunderous tunes of revving engines. Welcome to the world of illegal street races in the swinging 60s, where cars were fast, the nights were alive, and adventure beckoned at every corner. The 1960s was a decade defined by a thirst for freedom and a desire to challenge the status quo. The same principles that drove the era's social revolutions also fueled the underground world of street racing. The youth of the time, electrified by the mesmerizing allure of speed and the raw power of machines, took to the streets in defiance of the confinements of the law. With nothing more than a word passed around between friends and rivals, and often fueled by whispers of bets in loosely coordinated gatherings, these races became a thrilling escape from the mundane. Cars were more than just vehicles in these clandestine competitions. They were extensions of their owners. The era saw giants like the Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro leap onto the scene, their sleek designs and potent engines symbolizing the quintessential American spirit of the time. Tinkers and visionaries, young mechanics would gather in garages under the dim glow of hanging lights, breathing new life into beat-up bodies of steel, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. It was not just about speed, but the craftsmanship and personal imprint left upon each engine and chassis. Street racing was as much about community as it was about competition. Each event was a microcosm of the counterculture, ethos-diverse groups united by a shared passion. Routes were chosen carefully, often isolated stretches of road, veiled by the dark, where headlights glared like oncoming stars. The blacktop became an arena, and the gleaming cars, gladiators. Protocols were simple: a downturned flashlight or a dropped handkerchief, a sign to unleash beasts of horsepower. Friends lined the sides, onlookers amassed, and in that split second between redlining revs and sudden silence, time seemed to stand still. However, the thrill of the race was not without its dangers. Without safety measures in place, drivers dared the odds with every thrust of the pedal, navigating treacherous tracks against not only human competitors, but the unyielding laws of nature and man. Police patrols frequently hunted these unlawful gatherings, leading to adrenaline-charged chases through urban labyrinths. Some racers displayed shrewd cleverness, concocting elaborate escape plans, often exploiting local knowledge to outwit their pursuers. The thrill of street racing did not merely reside in the chase or the win, but in the stories created, anecdotes that were retold with vigor and embellishment at diners or through hushed conversations among small circles. A car might be remembered not for its engine specifications, but for the night it evaded capture against impossible odds. Each participant, each vehicle, carved a niche in a narrative that epitomized the rebellious heart of the era. Despite its vibrancy, as the 1960s drew to a close, the golden days of unlawful races, for many, tarnished. The increasing number of accidents and fatalities cast a dark shadow over the sport. Society's changing priorities, more stringent law enforcement, and the advent of sanctioned racing events saw the scene shrink significantly. Yet, even in its dwindling, the legacy of the 60s street racer endured, etching itself into folklore and popular culture. The tale of illegal street racing in the swinging 60s is one of excitement and audacity, a story of rebellious youths challenging the institutional establishment. It was a time when the pull of camaraderie and adventure was palpably real, drawing individuals into a world where the street was both a proving ground and a liberator. Long after the last engine wail has faded into the night, and the last plume of exhaust has dissipated, these stories continue to inspire, a testament to an era where speed and freedom intertwined in a daring dance across the tarmac. In understanding the crazy tales of these historic races, we glimpse a fragment of the spirit that defined an entire generation, reminding us that passion, despite its risks, often drives us to the most extraordinary chapters in our lives.